Making money on Instagram without selling, without posting, without any of these traditional methods. Hey, this is Peng Joon here, and I know that sounds like a really bold promise. Okay, you're gonna be seeing why behind the scenes, some of the things that we've been testing and how if you implemented this strategy here, it would make a huge difference for you. So what is this strategy? Well, this strategy is based upon the case studies and the experiments that we have been running right up to this point. So if you've been watching my videos, you'll know that what's happening right now amongst a lot of marketers is a lot of marketers, business owners, entrepreneurs are investing in this thing called, virtual drum roll, Instagram giveaways. And in my last video, I talked about the ROI. I did a social experiment on how the ROI of Kevin Hart's $15,000 Instagram giveaway, I participated in it. I talked about the numbers, the ROI, the results, who it's for, who it's not for. And if you haven't watched it yet, be sure to watch it after this video. But today, I want to be talking about the opportunity that literally you could utilize and replicate regardless of where you are in the world. You'll be able to see why you can tap into this business if you are somebody that's thinking about having a new stream of income, a side hustle. Like literally, as I was doing that last video, that idea came to me and I thought to myself, like literally, if I lost everything in a time like this would be my business. If I didn't know what I know today, if I didn't have all my sites, all my products, like literally, this would be the business model. And today, in this training, you are literally gonna be able to swipe exactly what I would do in this business and how you can monetize off Instagram, okay? So let's talk about how that works, okay? So on the right-hand side over here, okay, this would be the influencers, okay? So there's really three different parties that is involved here. There are a lot of broke influencers. Now, why is that the case? What if I told you that really there's a lot of people out there with a huge following, hundreds and thousands of people, millions of followers, but they have no idea how to monetize. Like it looks good on the surface level, it looks like they're living the life, but if you think about how do most influencers advertise? Most influencers advertise by literally pimping out their name, promoting some sort of product. So company name would come in and say, hey, would you like to make money by endorsing our product? So what does this influencer do? They take this product and literally they just post on their Instagram and make like these different images. And so, but what if you could actually monetize on Instagram without showing off your butt or bikini or Lambos and utilizing that the right way? This is how most influencers monetize. And the truth is also during a time like this, there's a lot of companies out there, like the first thing they cut was their advertising and marketing budget on these influencers because the truth is it's hard to find ROI through a model like this. So right now there's a lot of influencers with huge followings, but they're struggling because they have no idea how to monetize other than pimping out their name and their brand, okay? They don't have a sales process, they don't really understand marketing. And right now, what if you could literally work with these different people? Now, let's talk about who these influencers are. This is how it would be like, right? So this is like the food chain of influencers, okay? For lack of a better word. So there's like the grade A influencers, B, C, D. Okay, these are like the people that people see as like sitting at the top of the food chain. So this would be like Batman and the Pope, okay? So now, if Batman and the Pope is right on top, then the next tier would be like Kevin Hart, Mariah Carey, people with like 100 million, Kim Kardashian, Justin Bieber, okay? So that would be like the next level. And then after that, that would be like the next level, and then the next level. And then you have like the local influencers in your country, right? So there's all these different tiers. Now, depending on where they're at, their engagements, all of that, they would all have a different price point. So you'll see that in one of the previous videos that I did, I did a case study on what happened after participating in Kevin Hart's $15,000 giveaway. Okay, I talked about the numbers, and I talked about how there was literally 100 people paying $15,000 to join this giveaway to this agency, which is potentially you, and how it was because there's 100 people, and this agency is literally just connecting 100 people. Okay, so person A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? All the way to, I think it was like 98 people, but just round it up to 100 to make it easier. So they can start seeing who are the different parties involved. Okay, so in the middle over here, okay, this would be, let's put agency over here. Okay, so now there's all these different, the three parties, right? I said. So the second one would be the agency. Now, who are these people? Who are these people paying a lot of money to join these giveaways? These would be the people that, well, variety of reasons. Maybe they're paying because they want to unlock a swipe up feature. Maybe they're in the mass market, and to them, because they have a mass market product, they might have huge ROI. So if they are in like fitness, weight loss, investing, anything like that, it doesn't matter even if the followers are not targeted. It doesn't matter even if like 20-30% of people drop off after, because there's still, if they are in the mass market product, there's still huge returns, right? I talk about that in that video. So who are these people? This would be like business owners, entrepreneurs, influencers that want to perhaps build a bigger following. But this is basically people who have a business who will either benefit from having a bigger following, who want to unlock the Instagram following count. It could be social media agencies where they want to show that they have a huge following for whatever reason, right? 100 people. Now, I want to be able to share with you here in this video on how do you become this middle person? How can you get 100 people in, and how can you connect with these influencers? Because if you can do that, can you imagine how powerful that would be for you? So understand something. Now, you could be from all over the world. It really doesn't matter. What if you could do this locally or target an international audience and make these two things happen? Okay, so again, what are these two things? To link up people, businesses, entrepreneurs, authors, speakers, together with influencers who want to monetize and make more money and get paid per post. So let's talk about how that pitch would look like, right? Because ultimately, the game is these two things, right? Connecting these two things. So let's talk about influencers first. The question is, how do you pitch to these people? And if you take a look at this, the pitch is actually super easy. Okay, just think about that. How would that pitch sound like? Let's say I want to start small. So let's say I want to start off with an influencer that has got, say, 500,000 followers. Now, most people, again, who play the social media game, they don't have a sales process, they don't have a funnel, they don't have their own products. A lot of influencers play that game where it looks like they're living their life, they've got followers, but they don't really monetize other than just promoting stuff. So can you imagine if you went to this influencer with 500,000 followers? Now, how would this pitch sound like? This pitch would sound like this. It would say, this is Peng Joon from Peng Joon Giveaways. And what we do is we specialize in working with influencers just like you, where we pay you to do these two things. Number one, unlike a traditional sponsor where you have to endorse a product, we actually give you cash. And we will give you, say, $5,000 for you to literally announce and give away to your followers. So the first thing that's going to happen is your followers love you. And what you're going to post is, during a time like this, I just wanted to say thank you for following me and engaging with me. So right now, I am doing a giveaway of $5,000 cash. And here's what you need to do in order to enter. What you need to do to enter is to follow this one account and to follow all the accounts that this one account is following. Okay, so for example, this would be, so let's say I created a new account and this would be like PJ Giveaways or something. Okay, and PJ Giveaways is literally only following the people that paid you that sponsorship amount. Okay, we'll come to that in a second. Okay, so let's say, for example, I started small. Let's say I only found 50 people or 30 people. Okay, let's start small, 30 people. So what am I doing here? Notice what's happening right now. I'm going to this person with 500,000 followers. I'm saying, Number one, I want to give you $5,000 cash for you to give away to your audience and say, you know, thank you very much for following me. But number two, I also want to give you cash, like literally, for making that post. And let's say that is another, whatever, 5,000 US dollars or 10,000 US dollars, okay? So now your total expense upfront is 10K. Now, most of the time, a person with 500,000 followers, to get paid 5,000 US dollars for one post is kind of a no-brainer. And on top of that, they're not really endorsing anything. They're getting paid to give away $5,000 to their followers and saying thank you and being loved by their followers. So can you imagine why, if you do it right, it's actually a really easy sell? Why would any influencer say no? And that is why somebody like Kevin Hart, in my previous video, I talked about why this person here got 100 people to sponsor this $15,000 giveaway, and that's $1.5 million, of which, you know, a percentage goes to Kevin. But what if you don't have to operate at that level, but you could start small with an international audience, international influencer, right? Where it could be non-English speaking. And in fact, because of that, I mean, just think about like the international market. Do you know how many influencers are there in the international market where they're not monetizing? And this is a lot. And I'm being conservative here, okay? So understand, so your capital in order to break even is 10,000, right? Now, what do you need to do on this side? Right now, in order to break even, you need to get back $10,000. And again, it doesn't need to be 10,000, right? You could be working with a smaller influencer. This could be $2,000. The prize giveaway, 5K at 500,000 is an overkill. It could be 1,000, it could be 2,000. It could be like 10 Amazon gift cards at $100 each, right? So this is just being extra, you know, really conservative. So 10,000 over here. So can you imagine if you started small and all you did was to look for 30 people that is looking to perhaps get a following of 10,000 more people from a giveaway. And now this is your pitch to these people. Your pitch this time is going up to them and saying, I've been following your page and seeing what it is that you do. And one of the things that we do is we specialize in helping people get a bigger reach, get a bigger following on Instagram through Instagram giveaways. We work with other celebrities like person named ABC, if you have done that in the past. And then now what you are doing is you're saying, for $500, we can help you grow your Instagram following, but with a very conservative, you know, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000 followers. So if you sold this Instagram giveaway package at just $500, again, doesn't need to be Kevin Hart's level at 15,000, be $500 because this is new to you, right? So what does this mean? It means that because you have to recoup 10,000, it needs to be 20 sales to break even, right? 20 sales at $500 each is your break even point. Any sale after that is pure profit. So that means if you are able to get 30 people, that would make you, I'm so bad at math, but that would make you 5,000. If you get 100 people paying $500 each, which by the way isn't tough or unrealistic, you will see that a lot of giveaways, they usually have, you know, 80 to 100 people, okay? But at the end of the spectrum, your target, if you get 100 people paying $500 each, that would be 50 grand. 50 grand in sales, okay? Of which you minus off your $10,000 capital, this would be a $40,000 net profit. Tell me another business model where from working with one influencer, you could get $50,000 in sales, starting out. Now, I know what you're thinking. I can see why, like influencers, that would be an easy pitch, but how am I gonna find 30 or 100 people, business owners, to be able to put this money up front if nobody knows who I am, if I'm not known, if I don't have the right network? So here's how you do it, okay? So what if you could take a look at the other people that is currently paying to join these giveaways? Wait a second, what do you mean? What if you could take a look at all these giveaways that's happening right now? A lot of people are, you know, hosting it, especially with the big name celebrities, smaller ones as well. And what if you could build a portfolio and get clients by literally seeing who are the people that's currently participating in a giveaway? Wouldn't you agree that if you went to see, say, the people that was involved in Kevin Hart's giveaway, the 98 people, wouldn't you agree that these are the people that would pay for giveaways, the fact that they were in Kevin Hart's giveaway? And what if you could DM them and say, look, I have a much cheaper giveaway for an international audience. Here's how it works. I noticed that you were part of Kevin Hart's giveaway. Now, it doesn't cost $15,000. In fact, it's much cheaper. It is an international audience. Now, obviously, not everybody's going to respond, but this is just one. So how can you start building up that portfolio and sourcing for really, really targeted clients by just looking at the people that's already currently in giveaways? Because if they're in giveaway, the odds of them signing up for another giveaway is much higher, because it goes to show that they believe in that model, or at least they're trying it out and testing it, like what I did in the last video to show you guys the results. So can you see why this is potentially a really solid business model? And literally, this is what I would do if I lost everything. Like if I didn't know what I knew today, this year you have the strategies, okay? It comes down to implementation. But what I would love to do is to hear your thoughts. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts are, and if you are going to implement this, especially in your part of the world. And as you notice in all of our previous videos, I've always been giving $100 to random people that comment. You could be the first to comment, give me a good comment, or your takeaway, or whatever it might be. Let me know in the comments for a random draw to win $100. And as always, make sure you smash the subscribe button. I might do a case study showing this actual thing and the implementation of it. And if you like that, let me know in the comments as well. Be sure to smash the like button. It does help the channel out a little bit. Peng Joon here. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.